Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Solis, and I'm very excited to share with you one of my favorite stories, The Three Little Pigs, Nacho, Tito, and Miguel. This is also a special book because it was dedicated by the author who I met one time, and it says, Para Maestra Solis y sus alumnos, hay que creer para ver. Con cariño, Bobby. Once upon a time, there lived a soul who lived with her three piglets, Nacho, Tito, and Miguel, also known as the Three Pigs. One day, the pigs decided to take the money they had saved and leave home to seek new adventures and new friends. Be sure to come by for some homemade tortillas when you get in town, said Mama, and always watch out for Jose, the wolf. Adios, she waved. The first pig, Nacho, found a nice place to build a house. Then he met a cow with some straw. May I buy some straw? Asked Nacho. I'd like to build a house with it. After he bought the straw, Nacho built his very own house. Just as Nacho lay down to read a book in his new house, along came the hungry wolf, Jose. He looked in the window and said, Nacho, Nacho, let me come in. And Nacho replied, No way, Jose, I won't let you come in, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Jose answered to that, Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. Jose quickly tied Nacho up and threw him into an empty pig pen behind his house. He smacked. This pig will make some delicious carnitas and chicharrones for supper tonight. The second pig, Tito, also found a nice place to build a house. Then he met a beaver with some wood. May I buy some wood? Asked Tito. I'd like to build a house with it. After he bought the wood to build his very own house, right underneath a deserted treehouse. Just as Tito sat down to work on a painting in his new house, you know who showed up outside and said, Tito, Tito, let me come in. And Tito replied, No way, Jose, I won't let you come in, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Jose answered to that, Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. Jose quickly tied Tito up and threw him into the same pig pen he had thrown Nacho. He smacked. Another pig to eat carnitas and chicharrones for supper tomorrow night, too. And if you can see the pictures, we can see Frida. We can see Elvis. And here's his painting with the bull running out. The third pig, Miguel, also found a nice place to build a house. Then he met a frog with some adobe bricks. May I buy some adobe bricks? Asked Miguel. I'd like to build a house with them. After he bought the adobe bricks, Miguel built his very own house. Just as Miguel sat down to work at his computer in his new house, you know who peeked in the window. Miguel, Miguel, let me come in. And Miguel replied, no way, Jose, I won't let you come in, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Jose answered to that, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So he huffed and he puffed, but nothing happened. So he huffed and he puffed again, and again, nothing happened. Miguel, can't you hear me huffing and puffing out here? Asked Jose. Miguel could see that Jose was beginning to fume from all the huffing and puffing. Jose, who by now was mad enough to explode, decided to play a trick on Miguel. Miguel, amigo, I know where there is a field with ripe corn. Where? Asked Miguel. In the field next to Señor Garcia's house, answered Jose. I will come by for you at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we can pick up corn together, said the wolf. I will be ready, said Miguel. Miguel was ready at 8 o'clock, an hour early. He went to the field and picked a canasta full of corn. By 9 o'clock, he was back safe in his own house. When Jose came by to pick him up to go to the cornfield, Miguel told him he was too busy to go. Once again, Jose started to fume. Miguel, my amigo and manito, I know where there is a big tree with nice ripe apples on it, said Jose. Where? Asked Miguel. In the field next to Señora Mora's house, answered Jose. I'll come by for you at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and we can pick apples together, said the wolf. Miguel was ready at 1 o'clock. He went to the field and picked a canasta full of apples. Just as he was about to climb down the tree, he saw you know who coming up the path. Can you find the wolf? I'll give you a hint. He is hiding. I see you arrived before me again, said Jose. How are the apples? Deliciosas, exclaimed Miguel. And here's one for you. While Jose ran down the path to pick up the apple, Miguel jumped down from the tree and dashed back home. The next day, Jose got another idea and returned to Miguel's house. He asked, Miguel, my amigo, manito, and compadre, would you like to go to the feria this afternoon? Why, yes, Jose, answered Miguel. I'll come by for you at 2 o'clock, and we can go to the feria together, said the wolf. Miguel went to the feria at 1 o'clock. He rode the bumper cars and the roller coasters and even the scream machine. After going on the rides, he bought a wooden barrel to use for making apple cider. He was on his way home when he saw you know who coming up the path. Miguel jumped into the barrel to hide, but it tipped over and rolled down the hill, almost flattening Jose. Terrified, the wolf ran home. A little while later, Jose went to Miguel's house and told him what happened at the feria. This big wooden rolling pin coming down the hill almost rolled me like a tortilla, exclaimed Jose. I got to the feria early, Jose, said Miguel. When I saw you coming up the path, I jumped into my new barrel and rolled down the hill as fast as I could. Ha ha ha. Jose was so mad. He climbed into the roof and snarled, I'm coming down the chimney, Miguel, to gobble you up. He wiggled his way down the chimney. Suddenly he fell, plop, right into the pot of hot green chile stew. Now Jose was really boiling. Ay te guacho, teased Miguel as the wolf hobbled home, but he secretly meant, no way, Jose. Miguel hurried to Jose's house to unite Nacho and Tito and let them out of the pig pen. Once safe in Miguel's house, the three pigs sat down to have dinner. They had fresh corn on the cob, chunky applesauce, green chile stew with tortillas, and fresh apple cider. Later that evening, Nacho and Tito made plans to build their new houses out of, what do you think? And yes, they all lived happily. Colorín colorado, este cuento se ha acabado. Thank you, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this story and check it out in Spanish as well. Have a good day.